Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Okay guys, we have got ourselves a new fusion coming up. We don't have all of the fancy graphics that we normally have. We do have an image of the dwarf that's going to be available. I do have a kind of breakdown of the skills, so we're going to go through all of that in this video. Also just want to bring to your attention, I did put out a video on Fateless YouTube channel yesterday all about the alpha experience and kind of where we are with that, the timings on that, and how to look out for your kind of invite for that as well. So I'll drop the link for that down below. So yeah, let's talk about Raid's, I guess, depiction of this guy first. So Tholin Foulbeard, a dwarf legendary, attack based. He's force affinity. It's going to go live on the 5th of June, so next Thursday. And their one-liner about this guy is, Tholin Foulbeard is a versatile damage dealer, well suited for both PvE and PvP. He's also a top tier choice against Corrosa, the Covetous, the Ruthless, time-limited event dungeon boss, which obviously is the content we've got coming soon, right? So, I mean, we've got a fusion starting on Thursday, the 5th. 2 weeks worth of doing the fusion takes us to, you know, basically mid-June. I guess mid towards late June, honestly. So I'm wondering if the event dungeon doesn't open until later than I thought. I thought we were going to be getting this event dungeon, honestly, within the next couple of weeks. But maybe it's towards the end of the month. Or maybe it's like you get a bit of the event dungeon and then maybe you're working towards a dude that could help you through it, you know, whilst it's open. So we'll see, I guess. But anyway, let's go into his kit. This is all we've got today. No fancy infographics today. So, A1 ability here, Demon Breaker. Attacks all enemies. This is a pretty mad A1, honestly. Attacks all enemies before attacking. Has a 25% chance, which books up to 50% chance of placing Weaken for 2 turns. So, AoE, 50-50 on a Weaken before he attacks, which means his attacks obviously would do more damage. Pretty damn good for an A1. Has a 50% chance of placing Weaken for 2 turns if the target is from Corrupted Alliance or is a boss or a minion of a boss. So that actually goes up with books to 75%. If it's Corrupted Alliance, let's just check what that is again. Let me in, Raid! Corrupted Alliance. So it's Demon Spawn, obviously, I guess, because of the boss, right? So Demon Spawn, Undead, Dark Elves, and Knights. We have seen this kind of like Chaos Awakes is basically Demon Spawn versus the Dwarves and the Sylvan Watchers. That seems to be the narrative that's playing out. So he's able to do that against anyone from Corrupted. Where's my page done? The effect cannot be resisted by enemies from the Corrupted Alliance, bosses, or minions. So 0 accuracy required if it's a boss or someone from the Corrupted. Which is, this is like a crazy A1, honestly. Still going. Grants an extra turn if a Weaken debuff was placed on all enemies by this skill. So AoE is books up to 75% chance if it's a boss or if it's against Corrupted, and cannot be resisted if it's one of those things as well. That's pretty mad. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty mad. And a chance of an extra turn. And I'm wondering if there's a world where you can just chain do this A1. Like you literally just play him for his A1 and keep getting extra turns. Or like A1, enemy takes a turn, A1. You see? Because if Weaken drops down to 1 turn, you'd reapply Weaken, you'd go A1 again, reapply all of the Weaken, get another extra turn, and then go again. I feel like there's a world where this becomes pretty mad. Back to the Abyss then. Second skill. Attacks an enemy 2 times. Each hit will ignore 25% of the target's defense. If the target is from Corrupted or a boss, ignores 50% defense. And obviously, when you get into the point of ignoring 50%, there's so many additional ways to ignore defense, which they're just additive. Which means that you'll be able to get this guy to basically ignoring 100% defense, which is where the game's gone nuts, honestly. So he'll be basically doing true damage with this skill. Each hit decreases the target's attack by 5% up to 25. Each hit also increases his attack by 5%, up to 50% more attack. And this books down to a 3 turn. And then we've got the last skill here, the A3. What's this? Rabid Fury. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Before attacking, gives himself increased attack. So self-buffing, which is great for live arena. Anything self-buffing is great for live arena. So it means you don't need the support to do the job. You also, if all of your buffs suddenly are cleared off, he's definitely getting this before this AoE. That's big. For each crit landed on the first hit, increases the damage dealt of the second hit by 10%. Is ignoring unkillable and ignoring shields. This book's down to a 3. All of the books give you damage. The only place where you think about accuracy is on the A1, but pretty much anywhere where you're going to choose to use it, you don't need accuracy because you'll be irresistible. And all of that sounds like this guy's going to pack a punch to me. Sounds like he's going to be a bit of a nuke. So this is an interesting kit. His passive here activates Demon Breaker, which is the A1 skill, every 5th turn this champion takes. I mean, and then do you get your extra turn? And I think you then get your extra turn, do you? So if you take this every 5th turn, apply your weaken, do you still get your extra turn if it's from the passive? I think maybe you do, which is pretty mad as well. Enemies from Corrupted Alliance, bosses and minions cannot land a crit on this champion. Damn, this is a pretty mad champion. Like if we think about some of the, I guess, meta champions, Carnage, fairly meta. Not that it matters for crits and stuff, but the Masu, the Cheshire Cat, Shalko the Blind, fairly meta, I would say. Not that I'm really in the mix of live arena so much, but Calamitous, probably not too much in there for nukes. Maybe Rotus now and then. Aphidus, no, not really anyone there. That's too crazy up there. Embrys, can't land a crit on you. Pretty mad crits here as well. Georgid, can't land a crit on you. Narcissus can't. The Queen of Hearts, like, that's a pretty mad passive. That's a pretty mad passive. Increases ally attack in all battles as well by 30%. I don't know. Obviously, we'll have to see what his multipliers are like. Like, if he hits like a wet fish, then it's going to massively downgrade this guy. But on the face of it, to me, this feels like, okay, it's another nuker. We've got plenty of nukers in the game. Not everyone's got them, although. But I think his kit feels interesting enough that he's got to be worth a decent playtest. And I feel like because they've put these mechanics in here around bosses, you know, Hydra boss, suddenly that's pretty interesting with 2 AoE abilities, self-buffing, and you know, an AoE weaken. Pretty interesting for Hydra. I guess where else would he be good? Obviously, Faction Wars, it's going to be decent. Arena, basically, the new dungeon. I guess he doesn't bring any other debuffs, but he brings a debuff with weaken. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think of the kit on the face of it down below. And let me know if he's someone you're keen to go after or not. I feel like we've had a couple of weakish fusions back to back. So it'd be good to have one that is a bit more of a rock star. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you soon.